Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Phoenix TV, the show that brings you Manchester and D-Side's fastest and most exciting sports team, the Manchester Phoenix. I've got Anna Corrigan with me as always.
Good afternoon.
We're here, finally. It means something at last. A playoff quarter-final. We've got the Basingstoke Bison in the building this afternoon. Crunch time. Crunch time. We do or we die.
Oh, this is going to be a hard game to call. I'm excited that we're here. Obviously, we said last week what an achievement it is just for us to be standing here today. It's great. It's a nice early face-off. Early start for the Bison. I mean, they've had our number all season, but all I keep saying in my head and the positivity that I'm kind of trying to bring to the forefront today is that we were considered down and out last year.
And we did it.
Happened.
Absolutely.
We went down to Bison and we trounced them, and
we did them. Yeah.
And that's just ringing in the back of my head.
Absolutely.
You know, we've had our fair share of troubles, but that's behind us now.
Yeah.
On our day, we can do this.
Definitely. And there's a feel in the building today, walking past the queues and queues of people sort of waiting to get in. Yeah. There's a real sort of, we can do this.
Yeah.
Kind of feel in the building, and that's really good. I mean, the numbers are going to be good. It looks like we've got a good crowd. It looks like Bison have brought a few with them. We know the choir boys are going to make a lot of noise. Everybody else will join in. I love this part of the season. I love the playoffs. The players have been loud on social media over the last couple of days saying, come on, really get behind us. I'm
We're
really
good at
excited.
Playoff hockey.
We are
good at playoff hockey. And like you say, what a weekend for this to go in our favour. Like I say, it's an early face-off. It's bank holiday weekend, so the Phoenix fans who possibly haven't been able to come down, to other games in the season which have been late on a Sunday night, what a game for them to turn up to and show their support. Now is the time that we need to be kind of rallying, getting the numbers through the door. Like I say, Bison have brought a great number of fans with them by the looks of it, and I think it's just going to be a cracking 60 minutes of hockey.
No doubt about that. Right, well, let's go and see what happens sort of in the first leg of this game. We'll hand over to the boys in the booth. Let's go to watch some hockey.
Indeed, thank you very much. It is a Saturday afternoon, a rare Saturday afternoon game. We are here in D-Side in North Wales to watch Manchester Phoenix taking on Basingstoke Bison in the first leg of the playoff quarter-finals. There's quite a crowd in this afternoon despite the problems on the M56. We've still got a lot of people incoming, including our usual commentator whose limousine is stuck in traffic. Dron in the middle, Satek on the wing, Corkson Heron on his right. Kieran Long's out for this one, and it looks like Karpov is going to be going in to take the face-off.
Basingstoke without Mr. Greener, Joe Greener, and Aaron Connolly. Two big men not in their side.
I thought I saw Greener lining up for the national anthem. Oh, early shot on goal there from Kieran Long. Early whistle as well, a few seconds into it. Martin Baranek on the charge up, going all the way himself, going round. He's on the left. Oh, takes a shot over. Hits the netting, and the play's blown dead.
It just lifted to the top of his stick there, just as he went for the shot.
Karpov on the attack here. Tight angle on the left. Phone covers it, but the puck goes wide.
You don't see Boother making mistakes like that very often.
Ooh. Shot straight into Phony's body. Archer's on the puck now. Kovar is on the attack, going up the left wing. He's got Baranek on the right. Baranek heading towards the net. Two Bison crowding around Kovar. Baranek has got the puck again. He's looking for a pass across to Ben Russell. Ben Russell fires it in. Oh, deflected off the pad.
Yes, I think there'd have been a bit of problems if he hadn't jumped over the goalie there.
Oh, lovely check there, but he's going to get called for it. Yeah, Martin Baranek, bit of a collision there with with Joe Greener. Greener down and looks like he's injured on the floor. Penalty has been called.
That might be a major penalty, that one, I'm afraid.
Greener's still down. Lots of pushing and shoving going on. Didn't look like it was a deliberate act. It looked like it was...
He went straight to him to apologise, but Mr. Greener's made of tougher stuff than that.
Yeah, he's up and he's shaking it off. So he's given 2 minutes for kneeing is the penalty being given by referee Brooks. Kieran Long on the puck looking for a back pass. Joe Baird at the top. Kieran Long goes for the shot. Steve Phone shuts the door.
Very well defended. They covered all the shooting lanes there.
Beautiful.
There just was nothing there for Basingstoke.
Kovar behind the net. Shot from Satek. Oh, goes wide. Their keeper is down, but he's back up again. Dron on the puck. James Neal can't get the puck away. He's being tied up. Two men on him. Dron gets the puck, goes in, passes across to Kovar. Kovar looks for a tight angle shot. It's loose. Goes up, and it's out of the zone.
Superb defence by Yarlin at the back at the Basingstoke.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what's making the difference.
Archer back in the middle. Kovar takes a shot. Oh, and big scramble in front of the net. Big scramble in front of the net.
I think the only person that could see that net was that puck was us up here. It was
penalty appears to be coming. Karpov and
Karpov's
Greener,
free.
and beautiful save there from Steve Phone. Just got a pad to it. Perfect. Giving him a lot of vision space here.
Oh, excellent by Luke Boothroyd.
chipped it away from Joe Greener at the back there. Kieran Long being screened. Oh, lovely stuff. Now get rid. There we go. Fantastic. Luke Boothroyd chips it away. Goes from much needed 9 change.
So, we're about to get going for the second period after a extended first period break due to the puck in the Zamboni. The Phoenix and the Bison tied at 0-0 at the end of the penalty-filled first period. It'll be Gron and Karpov to take the opening face-off, which they do. The period is underway. It comes back on the Phoenix side. Thomas will work his way down into the Phoenix zone. Across it goes to Russell. Off the backboards, it'll come around to Satek on the hash mark, who will carry it down the left side. Lofted cross-ice passes knocked down by Karpov, and as Gron chops it into the corner, he is by some considerable distance offside. Try and out-muscle Martin Baranek. Puck is swept across. Greener's in behind the D. Shoots, puts it wide. Greener got just enough of a tap round the hands to put him off. He wanted a penalty, but Paul Brooks unmoved. Back to Kovar off the boards. Gron at the goal line, back out to Michael Satek, who winds and shoots. It's blocked and scooped ahead. Satek back towards the net. Kovar getting across. Gron back towards Kovar, and he had most of an open net, but fans on the one-timer. The Bison were caught trying to transition. Thompson dumps it in. It's kicked out by Foe. Back by O'Flaherty. Baird will kick it to his stick and then backhanded up the wall to find Rennie Yarrelin. Boothroyd stepped up. The puck's nicely played ahead. Greener into the zone, cutting inside Ben Russell. Still going. Joe Greener shoots. It's hit the post. Hit the inside of the post from Joe Greener and bounces straight back out into the welcome glove of Stephen Foe. Heron finding Satek. Puck is knocked loose and Russell was caught sort of half in 2 minds at the blue line. Karpov trying to wheel his way in, and there's going to be a penalty called. I'm sorry, but that's an absolute joke from Paul Brooks. Satek just clearly out-muscled Thomas Karpov,
Absolutely
who
ridiculous.
went over
No
like
way.
a
And there was an
sack
offside as
of
well.
potatoes. I'll do my best to stay impartial, but that was never a trip in a month of Sundays.
It got the wrong side of him and over he went. That's absolutely terrible.
Played back towards Long. Gron nicely tips it away from him, and he'll drive his way in down the right-hand side. Could be a 2-on-1 for the Phoenix. Gron keeps shoots, saved by Hlomsky. The rebound bobbles up over the crossbar. It came back at an awkward height for Stan Gron, who knocked it towards the net, but it ballooned up over the crossbar with Hadlovsky down. And James Neal with a bit of room to work his way up the ice, crosses the blue line, dancing his way through the D, shoots, and Hadlovsky,
What a lovely skate from James Neal.
head first, made sure that he got plenty behind it. But we've seen that on occasion from James Neal, able to knock it down. It's been flipped past Ben Russell. This is a 3-on-2 now for the Bison. Greener walking in, avoids the dive, backdoor, good stop made by Foe. Yarrell will try and force it in. Russell tight on the post once, twice, and he keeps it out. Terrific defence from Ben Russell, who got tight on the post. Yarrelin was trying to force it in, but Russell just got himself as tight to the post as he could, and the puck does not go. Puck played around the boards. Lackey tips it away, and Thomas will have to skate his way back in as Thompson closes him down, forces him into the boards from behind. And Mark Thomas has to be careful here. He thought about absolutely leathering Sean Thompson.
He deserves a leathering. Another one of the
did the right thing. Kieran Long's now come in and given Mark Thomas a little hug. Works it loose. Works his way around the back of the net. Basingstoke back at full strength. Kicked out by Hadlovsky. James Neal trying to force it in, and in the end he was just too close to the rapidly advancing Thomas Hadlovsky, who makes the save and holds on. It's hit a Basingstoke stick, but it's worked nicely for the Phoenix. Baranek wheels his way in, shoots, and that's well gloved by Thomas Hadlovsky as Baranek went to go top corner, but Hadlovsky flashes the glove. We will see. The Bison win the face-off to start the third period. Joe Baird has the puck, trying to flip it across his own zone. It's backhanded to him by Thomas Karpov. Into the zone, plays it nicely ahead. Archer with a shot at the near post. Baranek trying to scoop it towards the net. Archer just overskates it, and that allows Joe Greener to bring it away for the Bison to Yarrelin, right-hand side. Good stick in there from Kovar to knock the puck loose. That's tipped by Corson Heron. He'll race in after it. Mogg caught in 2 minds, covers the front of the net. Satek nicely reels the puck in. Avoids the dive of Kieran Long. Boothroyd with a shot. Save is made. Rebounds there. They score. Stan Gron bats it in. If you go to the net, good things will happen. It was a soft rebound from Thomas Hadlovsky, and the Phoenix are on the board first. It's Manchester 1, Basingstoke 0.
What a brilliant all-round goal. Absolutely outstanding.
Greener will step in past Luke Boothroyd. 2-on-1 for Basingstoke. Greener cuts towards the net. Good stop made by Foe. Rebounds there. They score. Joe Greener it is who knocks it in. The Phoenix defence just caught a little bit too static, and Foam made the first stop but couldn't make the second, and it's Phoenix 1, Bison 1. Kovar holds it behind the net, looks for an option, plays it out near side. It's Neil who has it. Now back to Kovar behind the goal line. Neil again, trying to set it up towards Satek, who scoops it high up over the net. Kovar trying to force it in near side. The puck's bobbled up in the air, swinging for it was Gron, but the Bison get there. Kieran Long sent down to the ice by James Archer. It's a good dive though by Karpov to knock the puck loose and clear it away. Time winding down on the penalty. Gron gets it towards Kovar behind the net, who just delays a little. Sweeps it towards the front of the net. Hadlovsky going for the poke check. The puck is loose, and eventually Hadlovsky finds it, covers it up as Declan Barmer gets the customary Phoenix reception as he heads back to the bench. The power play is over. Back across it goes. Karpov trying to wheel in. He's well forced back by Ben Wood, but he'll still work his way into the zone. Thomas Karpov goes back on near post. Second chance for Lack. He couldn't force it in. Work back to Barmer on the blue line. Karpov lets it run. Greener reels it in. And now Thomas Karpov walking in. Sharp angle. Will try and stuff it in. There's all sorts of traffic in front. Foam down on the ice. Nobody knows where the puck is. There's a scrum of about 7 players there.
And the referees tell me you can still see it.
It's Greener who picks it up, gets it back to the blue line. Barmer mishandled, but now does shoot. Good stop made by Stephen Foam. And Ben Wood just fires it off the boards and away. Max flips it back to the blue line. Shot from Mogg. There is a deflection on it. Save is made by Foam, and the puck bobbles wide of the post. Yarrelin gets it behind the net, tries to stuff it in near side. Foam down tight on the post, and it's gone in. It has been forced in. It's Rennie Yarrelin, who you would think has just won the Stanley Cup by the way he celebrated. But Foam just couldn't get tight enough on that post. The Bison do find a hole. The scoreboard's gone off, so I can't tell you how long's left. But it's Phoenix 1, Bison 2. And Satek plays it cross ice to find Corson Heron. He drops it off, and Gron works his way into the zone. Shoots. The save is made by Hadlovsky. The rebound came out, but he drops on top of it and freezes it for a whistle for once and twice. And Boothroyd sneaks in off the line. Big shot kicked out by Hadlovsky. Corson Heron is on to the loose puck. Archer trying to work the angle, but Yarrelin comes across and will look to skate it ahead. He's been dispossessed though. Well played by Corson Heron. Shot from Ben Wood, kicked out by Hadlovsky. Corson Heron dives towards the rebound, but it's well wide. Satek wheeling his way into the zone. Blows past Kurt Reynolds. Still going Michael Satek, playing it out front, and it's chopped away. Hadlovsky was way out of position. It'll be an icing call on Basingstoke. But the Bison living dangerously at the back. Phoenix will bring this ahead. Kovar dangles his way into the zone. Centering pass hits the skate of Stuart Mogg. Kovar towards Archer, who went for a one-timer, fanned on it, and off to the races could be Thomas Karpov. Russell tracking back with him. Karpov goes backhand. Great stop made by Stephen Foam. Karpov went to go backhand and just couldn't get any height on it, and Stevie Foam kicks out that left leg. That could be a crucial save in the course of the tie with 54 seconds to go. Rink wide to find Grom. He gives it back to Mark Thomas, who will wheel his way into the zone. Thrown on net, kicked out by Hadlovsky. Thomas went for the century pass on the rebound. The Bison will just scoop the backhander up the boards, and as it rolls all the way down into the Manchester zone, that will do it for the first leg. And it's a first leg which leaves the playoff quarter-final fascinatingly poised. The Basingstoke Bison, with those goals from Greener and Yarrelin, take a 2-1 lead at the end of the first leg. But as we saw last season, it is very much all to play for on Sunday night in Basingstoke.
It certainly is. We'll go for it. I mean, they won't sit on a 1-goal lead. They can't. But let's just hope that we get a better rub of the green tomorrow night than we have done tonight. A couple of decisions that could have put us on major power plays just didn't happen because he didn't have the bottle to call them.
The Phoenix close out their season at the D-Side Leisure Centre. Unfortunately not the way they would have intended, but they are still very much alive. The final score is Manchester Phoenix 1, Basingstoke Bison 2.
Here we are in the tunnel following the game. Unfortunately, it's a 2-1 defeat. Lots of positives to be taken, but it's really heartbreaking to go down, I think, the way we did. But to look at it from a neutral point of view, what a game of hockey that is. Everything you would expect from a playoff game.
An advert for ice hockey was that, to see a team that have just won the league against a team that have skimmed the playoffs by the skin of their teeth, to play a game like that we've just watched, is incredible. And you say heartbreaking. I'm not heartbroken at all. That goal was annoying because it wasn't actually a goal. And I stand my
one for the dubious panel.
Already gone. But you know what? They've called it. There's nothing we can do about it. It is what it is. 1 goal in it. There's no reason why we can't go to base.
These things happen in the playoffs. Well, there's a real sense of deja vu amongst the faithful. I could hear the choir boys there singing at the end what happened last year. it does look very sort of poised, and we've got a little bit of bias for all the obvious reasons, but watching that game out there, we were more than a match for them.
Absolutely.
I think credit to Tony and the boys, you know, they got the game plan spot on, keep them to the corners, frustrate them, and we did. We kept them at blanks for 50 minutes of a 60-minute hockey game.
Yeah.
The boys can be so proud of themselves after that game. I know we're only at half-time, but Jesus, they've worked so hard out there.
Yeah, you felt the mood lift when our first goal went in, albeit short-lived, because they, I think they equalised within about a minute.
Within about a minute, yeah.
But, you know, that's what we needed. We needed to get that first goal. That sent a real message. Bison panicked, you know, pushed hard, and obviously ultimately came with that equalising goal. Second one, as I already said, whatever.
We'll let it fly. When we get one like that tomorrow and we get to Coventry, we'll let it fly.
But one goal is nothing, you know.
It's playoff hockey. All bets are off.
Absolutely.
Anything can and will happen. We saw it. We saw it last season.
Can I just point out?
Man of the match. Fully deserved.
Never ever seen him play like that.
Stood on his head.
5 years.
Oh, unbelievable.
Just unreal netman. And you know what? Credit to their guy whose name I.
Hiedlovsky had a great game. Yeah.
Again, they faced some rubber tonight, and what a game. I'm just so proud of them. I really didn't think, you know, even with all the positivity, that it was going to be that closely matched. You know, they've beaten us every single game. I didn't think it was going to be that. I'm so excited.
No, it's good. Yeah, we are. Well, I think that's made our minds up, hasn't it? We're going down to Basingstoke on Sunday, along with, I hope, hundreds and hundreds of other Phoenix fans. So we're at half time. We're down by a goal, but by no means are we out. We'll hand back over for the last time this season. We'll hand over to Tambo. He's had a chat, not with a player, but with a coach.
I'm here with Coach Hand. Coach, it's only halfway.
Definitely, Tambo. I'm actually proud of the way the guys played. I thought they battled hard, gave everything. Basingstoke, obviously they're a very good team, and they showed up and played tonight. And I thought, couldn't you ask for any more of the guys? We got guys injured. We got guys injured, and key guys tonight. But we've got tomorrow. We've got battle back, and hopefully we get a half decent referee tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I think I've got to agree with you on that. A couple of them were questionable, to say the least.
Very, very questionable. Some are actually mind-boggling. As you say, and I'm not taking anything away from Basingstoke. Basingstoke played a great game. They played well. They battled hard, and that. But some of the calls, I just don't get it. And I wish sometimes officials would maybe come and speak to the coaches and say it. But because of the insecurity of some officials, they would rather just avoid talking because they don't want to be put under pressure. And some of the calls, I just thought were mind-boggling.
Well, we made some chances tonight. I mean, the goalie was in top form as well. I mean, we could have scored a few more.
To be honest, I thought the two teams battled well. Proud of the way the guys played. They showed up. Again, every one of the players should be proud of themselves. And as I say, we got tomorrow. We're one goal down. But as I say, we won't leave there tomorrow without giving 110%.
Well, there's a big support going down to cheer the boys on. So let's see if we can do what we did last year.
Yeah, well, we were in the same position we were last year. I think we were a goal down going to Basingstoke. So again, we'll go at it again.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay, cheers, Tambo.
Okay, folks, that's all we've got time for on this week's episode and for the season. That's it from us for this year. So we'll start by saying a big thank you to all you guys on the other end of the camera for standing here and putting up with us whilst we get it wrong time and time again. Stuart, I can see you smiling. Thank you very much. It really has been a pleasure to work with you all. And, of course, you guys watching at home, a big thank you to you as well.
And we'll see everybody in Coventry.
We will. There's no game to announce. Follow us over the summer. It's certainly going to be an interesting one with the move back to Manchester. Players coming and going. We're looking forward to it. We'll see you then.